Blarina, if you don't mind, then I just want you to unmute yourself and maybe turn on the camera if that's possible, so that the rest of the people can see you. All right, Abhi, is everything a go? So shall we go ahead?
Can you hear me, Sam?
Yes, I can, Blarina.
Hello,
Yes.
everybody. My name is Blarina. I'm the Director of International Admission and Services, as Samrat indicated. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Good morning from St. Louis. It's 8:30 in the evening on our end, but thank you. I appreciate your time. Sam, go on.
Thanks, both of you.
So thank you very much. So this is what we are, who we are, and what we do. So basically, me and Blarina, we are a team of approximately a part of a team of 70 people who work in admissions and enrollment. It's a very, very large team here, and we give support to Webster University students. This is the visuals of the main campus. Some of it, if you want to see more, you got to go to the website. The city of St. Louis is an amazing place. Throughout the year, there's always something or the other going on. It's a very livable city. And I am thrilled to let you know that St. Louis is voted the #1 city in the United States to start your career. So this year, we are absolutely at the #1 spot of cities in the United States to start your career. So Webster University's main campus is in St. Louis, Missouri, but we have our operations extended across the United States. And you can see in different states and different cities in those states, there are campuses with what we call the metro campuses. Some of them are full-fledged campuses offering multiple programs, while some are offering only a few programs. Many universities in the United States work in this kind of a method, but Webster is one of the pioneers in this format. And if you see all the campuses, quite popular amongst these are the campuses in California, Florida, and of course, Missouri. Other than that, we also have campuses in Texas, which are interesting for international students. So there are options which are available within the United States, but if you are looking at the whole full breadth of a university, then you're looking at St. Louis, the main campus, or we are looking at all these different campuses where we are present across the globe. So you can see that we have quite a few campuses which we have in the world, and pretty much in 4 continents. So if you are interested in studying in any of the other campuses, not just the United States, you can either start in these campuses, or you can kind of like completely like finish the program and then transfer to another campus. So you can technically start, let's say, in in Greece, and you could transfer to Switzerland and finish the rest of your program, or go on a short-term study abroad. All of these are full-fledged campuses of Webster. So this is the beauty of the system of Webster. And you see, we are very diverse as a student body. We have over 140 different nationalities from the data that we have last for in the US campuses. And in a place like Switzerland, for example, that could be 130 odd different nationalities. In Netherlands, we have about 50 different nationalities. And if you see Thailand, even though it's in Asia, you'll be surprised to know that there are 55 different nationalities which are representing. So we have a very, very diverse university. I do know that today's seminar and presentation is mostly to do with focused on the science engineering programs of Webster University, what we offer. So I would like to request Blarina to present the next 2 slides and talk a little bit for the next 2 minutes about the STEM programs in Webster and what the international experience is of STEM programs at Webster. Blarina, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Samrat. I appreciate it. As you can see, we do offer some great STEM programs. Most of them are on our undergrad program, but we have some wonderful ones on our graduate program. The most popular ones are the data analytics, our computer science, our cybersecurity, information management. We do have a pre-engineering program, and then on the sciences end, especially on the biology, chemistry, and pre-medicine, those are the most popular ones. As far as our master's program, the most popular ones we see with our students are our information technology and management program, our cybersecurity, and our data analytics. They are all STEM programs, which means you as a student, when you complete your studies, will have an opportunity to take advantage of not just a 1-year OPT, but a 3-year OPT. And from our experience with our students who are currently in the United States, and most of them who have been studying this program, about 90% of our students are able to find a job, and about 85% are able to take advantage of the 3-year OPT. We have a very robust career service program that prepares our students to be successful as they apply for their jobs and experience to take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. We do have a pre-engineering program, which is combined with one of the best universities, as far as I'm concerned, in the United States, which is our Washington University, located in St. Louis.
The top 100 universities in the world, and it's within the top 50, I believe, in the United States for as a university. Washington University is a pretty much an Ivy League equivalent institution.
Yeah, so we are excited about this opportunity where students can start at Webster University with 2 years and then transfer to Washington University and end up taking 2 degrees, a mathematics degree from Webster and an engineering degree from Washington University. So we want students to be aware of this great opportunity, to always ask us any questions. I know we only have 15 minutes, but you will have our contact information, and we are here always to answer your questions. If anybody is interested on the medicine program, well, we do not have an actual medical program. We do have a preparation to that program, which we consider a pre-medical, pre-dental, or pre-veterinary program. Our advisors and our faculty who work very, very closely with our students on a one-on-one approach to assure that students take a program and are well prepared once they identify the institution they want to transfer to complete their medical program, that they're guaranteed almost acceptance into the program and assure that they can be successful into the medical program. And so, as I said, it may not be an actual program, but it's preparing you to be successful in that program.
I just want to mention briefly, even though a lot of you are, engineering students this time and science and technology programs, these are the other schools that Webster has. We offer well over 100 programs, majors in bachelor's and masters, altogether about 300 different programs. So if you have questions and you're not able to find answers in this session, do remember that we are doing some more sessions. On 20th, we have a session on business and technology, where we will touch not just business, but also some tech courses. I'll come to this video last. And before that, I would just like to briefly tell you that we are well respected and well accredited. We are ranked number 18th in the US News and World Report for the universities in our category. And we are going up quite a lot in our rankings in the US News. So we are fully accredited for our programs, and we are top notch. So I was mentioning earlier about this survey which was done by LinkedIn, and LinkedIn has, this is public information, you can review this in LinkedIn, and the top 15 universities in the United States to launch your career, St. Louis is right at the top. So you can see some big names which are more popular in places like India and that part of the world, like possibly Detroit or Houston in Texas, and Phoenix in Arizona, etc. I'm not sure how much you have heard of St. Louis, Missouri, but that is one of the most best advantages of being in St. Louis, is that it is now the #1 and the fastest growing. So I did want to briefly discuss about this thing, that we do not require SAT, GMAT, and GRE, but we do require IELTS or TOEFL. We offer Duolingo as another program, English language requirement. Our application is really simple. You can go to webster.edu and you can apply. You do not have to pay any application fee if you're doing an undergraduate degree, but if you're going for a graduate, there are waivers which are available, and most likely right now when you go, if you are talking to one of us, we can give you those codes about that. Our tuition fees are quite reasonable. We are under $30,000 per year for undergraduate, and we offer up to 50% scholarships. For graduate, our tuition cost roughly about $25,000 for the whole program. So it's very reasonably priced, very affordable, and as Blorina mentioned, extremely good with placement results. We have taken several steps for COVID. You can talk to us directly about it, but one of the things that we have done is we have launched courses which you can take online, and they are at a reduced tuition rate so that you can get started and take one or two courses while you wait to overcome the challenges. A lot of our students have gotten visas already for fall. Our classes are opening in fall. We start in August 18th. We are back to campus from next week. The Missouri as a state has opened up completely. The COVID curve looks pretty much, the hospitalization has subsided, and the good news that we hear is that some medicines might be out, right? I mean, we are not sure. We are all taking those information with a pinch of salt, so please look out for the news. But you can apply. We will take your application till late. If the time is still there, we will admit you. If you get a visa appointment, so here is the deal: apply first, get all your documents in hand, get your I-20, keep that with you. The moment embassies are able to offer you appointments, go ahead and take an appointment. If you can make it on time, you can come in fall, and if not, you can always defer to the next intake, which might be in January for bachelor's degree or in October for master's degree. But the good thing is that you need to keep your I-20. It remains valid for a while, and it should be good for you. Blorina, before we switch to the video for the next 3 minutes that we have still with us, do you want to say something like as a final thing while I switch?
Well, yeah, of course. As Samrat indicated, we have a few options for students who really want to take advantage of their education plans. I know, I mean, it's a challenge, I know, but the last thing we want our students to do is to stop their education plans because of what's happening. And so we want them all to take advantage of this online options, because with all the options we currently have, we can support a student to take an online class, and then they can transfer and complete the program in any of the campus in US that will support their program of choice. But this way you continue to take advantage of your studies, you do not stop your plans, and potentially when you go for applying for a visa, showing that you started your program, that you are really,
no, it's okay.
I am not talking right now, but okay.
We still have 4 minutes, right, Abhi?
But just take advantage, and as I said, ask us any questions that you have, and we'll be more than happy to connect with all of you.
I'll play a little bit of this video just to give you some idea of this, and then we are good to take questions.
My name is Jerlinda Gallegos Somerville. When I was here at Webster, I was known as Gigi. The chemistry department, there were only 3 of us, and we were in the basement of Webster Hall. It was very intimate. We had a lot of interaction with each other. Sister Mary Rogers was always there during class time, during lab time. So it was a very, very good experience.
The basement of Webster Hall had served science students over generations quite well. The program was strong, the faculty and staff were strong, and it was a strong draw for students who wanted to study the sciences at an institution like Webster.
That's one thing we've always been proud of, even in the old building, is that we were able to do some pretty good research. Faculty were willing to give their time and really be devoted to that.
We still attracted biology majors in greater numbers each year because we were all dedicated to teaching.
We stayed up with the technology, but in order to have the space, we were sharing classroom space with our research space.
You tried to do a little bit of research, but when it was time for classes, you had to kind of gather your toys up and put them away.
In order to enable our growth and expand our programs, we needed to have a larger building with more space, with more equipment, and to provide more opportunities for our students.
For the sciences, there is no better story than the support that we have had from Larry and Jenny Browning. Larry Browning himself always said, the sciences are the basis and the foundation of any fine university. He believed that with a passion, and he put his own commitment to match it. Because of his generosity, we have funding for scholarships. We have, with Jenny, the support for our very first endowed position in biological sciences, and now we have Browning Hall.
Browning Hall will become a central place of Webster University where sciences are going to grow and to prosper.
I have said wow every single time I've gotten to walk in this building. From the first time I got to walk through when the drywall wasn't up and it was just beams, to when everything was up and running and the fish tank was put in.
The new building, it's actually fantastic. The facilities make for so many opportunities that we can provide to students in terms of research, classes, just experiences.
So in the past, we'd have to go off-site for a clinical simulation lab, and now we have that in-house. The dry skills lab, the simulation lab that we're in is just fantastic, state-of-the-art, and absolutely could not be happier.
There's a little bit more bounce in my step because I'm so excited. I'm just excited to be here, and the students are so excited. My name is Hannah Rollwald. I'm a senior here at Webster University, and I'm double majoring in biology and psychology. Science is so much more than just biology or chemistry. I'll go to a psychology class, and then I'll go to a biology class, and a lot of it overlaps. And it really helps students with critical analysis across these studies.
Toward research.
We were given the opportunity to acquire a mini-seq DNA sequencer through a very generous grant from Monsanto. They can take samples from the environment and they can extract the DNA and then actually put it through the sequencer and then go through the analysis of the data afterwards.
The building actually shows us a commitment that the university has undertaken to expand sciences in the St. Louis community.
It makes it a joy to work here and to interact with our colleagues and to collaborate and to plan for the future and to hope and to dream and to go after it now.
We can see it everywhere around us. We certainly see it today in Browning Hall.
So that was it from our side. We just wanted to give you a little bit, because many times I've heard this question and people think that Webster University is this university, it's liberal arts, right? So people think that we only have beautiful paintings in our spaces, but that's not really true. So we just wanted to make sure that you see we are very high tech. That was just a glimpse, and please find out more at webster.edu. And I guess with that, I'll leave the